Hello, welcome back to JK News. Today we have another Am I the Asshole? And this one's very fun. Okay, am I the asshole for suddenly disinviting my father 4 days before my wedding? He even paid for my wedding, and I haven't spoken to him since.
I have to know the reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta know the reason.
4 days before, and he paid for it.
I can't judge.
So money, sometimes money, they try to buy love with money, and that's fucked up. So I gotta hear the details.
The other article that we did?
We did do a Am I the Asshole that was very similar.
The dad didn't want to go.
But the dad didn't want to go to the yeah. But this one's the from the girl's perspective.
She doesn't want him to go.
Okay.
What if it's the same family?
That'd be so funny.
Just to be clear, she got married early February. Okay. She's always been very close to her father and stepmom growing up. She always felt like they offered her a stable home for her to grow up in. She never had that with her mother. During the last few years of her parents' marriage, her mother changed as a person. She was a happy and cheerful person when we were younger. She really changed after the divorce. She was miserable, and I felt that. She could tell that I hated the fact that I preferred to live with my dad, but I never verbalized her feelings. Very, very smart. She has been single since the divorce and refuses to date other people.
This sounds exactly like the other one, but from the other perspective.
Yeah.
From the dad's perspective.
Yeah, the exact same story.
This happens on Reddit, so I'm scared.
Okay, let's hear.
No,
So far, it sounds like the same story.
I always wanted to have a joint birthday parties with my mom, dad, and stepmom. So far, so good.
It sounds different already.
But my mom wouldn't have it. She avoided my father like the plague. I never understood her behavior. I resented her for it. Quite naturally, I preferred my dad's household over my mom's. Anyways, right before my wedding, I was staying at my dad's. One night, I overheard my dad and my stepmom reminiscing about how they met. Now, they always told us about how they met. 6 months after the divorce at the library, it turns out they lied. They were talking about how my father couldn't take his eyes off her the moment she walked into his office and how he wanted her from that moment on.
Oh, so it was an affair.
Exactly. And how he didn't care that he had a pregnant wife at home.
Pregnant! Oh, so sad.
Damn, imagine this was like the last story, because the last story was talking about how the wife was in love with him still, and the ex-wife was in love with him, and she wanted to get with him. And
It sounds like the same story because it's two sisters, right?
No, but then the past wife cheated on him.
Listen, apparently this gets juicy.
Okay.
This
I'm
fucking
in. I'm
soap opera shit.
Oh my god, but what if it was two stories combined, but it's two different perspectives?
Listen, it would be great.
so good.
There's a lot of drama out there. I will
Okay.
say.
All right, let's do it.
Apparently, their first kiss was a few days after I was born.
Oh, she was the baby.
maybe she was
in the belly.
her mother.
Yep.
And the first time they had sex was on my parents' 3rd anniversary.
How did she hear so much in this conversation?
Yeah, are they just saying that shit?
Said all this shit.
He's like, remember when we had sex for the first time on my...
2 days after.
of exposition.
They said the actual dates.
We do that sometimes.
We do.
We reminisce about and we go into details like we're reliving it.
Remember that moment?
But I would never be talking about like, say I did that, I cheated on...
At this point.
I would try to forget that time.
But then, yeah, I remember when I cheated with my ex-wife on my anniversary?
That's weird.
Remember when my wife was pregnant at home and I was banging your guts?
Yeah.
Well, what if he's like, I felt so bad because she was pregnant with Leslie.
It does sound like it. And then I don't think that girl would like that you're even bringing that up, even though she knows what happened.
But they're talking privately to each other.
Still.
Remember in 1988?
We don't know. We don't know how they are. We don't know how they are. Maybe they like to reminisce.
Also, maybe they just like to role play, because sometimes like I do that like when we're kind of getting into the zone. I'm like, my boyfriend's gonna be here, and like,
Oh, so it's all
what
fake?
if they're role playing?
Right.
Like sometimes I'm like,
Listening to them have
your
sex.
wife is pregnant at home.
No. And I'm like, take my little dick, you little stupid bitch. She likes that shit. They were talking about how difficult it was for them to continue their relationship after they got caught when I was 5.
Whoa.
They did a lot of exposition.
This was extremely shocking to me because my parents got divorced when I was 10. They were also making fun of my mom's weight.
Yeah. What?
Right? You almost broke a chair. This meant they carried out an affair throughout my parents' marriage. I remember my mom changing for the worse when I was in 2nd grade, randomly. My mom always knew, and she never told me. I broke down crying that night and felt really guilty because of the way I acted towards my mom growing up.
Yeah.
I had no idea she went through so much. I cheated on my first boyfriend in college and it destroyed me. I felt horrible. Guilt. Right?
So she grew up at this house, or she enjoys this house more.
Yeah.
And she loves the stepmom, and she just didn't know what.
She's like, my mom's a bitch. She's always miserable. I don't understand why she's always depressed all the time.
The stepmom was a homewrecker. And the fucking daddy was a cheater.
Exactly.
Damn, that sucks.
That's so sad.
So she's like, that night, I didn't confront my dad, but the next morning, I packed my shit up and transferred the amount he had spent on my wedding. I didn't want his money. I told him I heard everything and asked him to stay away from my wedding. I left their house and drove to my mom's. I hugged her really hard and we both cried. I had my mom walk me down the aisle.
Aww.
Beautiful. I wanted to hold for that.
I'm only crying.
Yeah, me too.
It's beautiful.
God damn.
Especially because the mom had the strength
To hold that secret.
Yeah.
Not talk shit.
Yeah.
She didn't want her to hate her dad.
Huh.
Strength.
And then so she ended up favoring the fucking dad because she's like, if you only knew, you fucking little bitch.
I would not be able to keep my mouth shut. I would be talking so much shit.
But do you see this? I wish more people paid attention to this, because this is where women can be so strong. Not in sports. Thank you.
Hey, whoa, take it fucking back.
Oh, really?
Nowhere.
Well, against men in sports, I think everyone
You ever
agrees.
played volleyball?
Have you watched UFC lately? Women are kicking ass.
Women are really good
Have you seen
at
UFC?
keeping quiet when it counts.
Oh, so true.
Have you seen
But talk
gymnastics?
about everything else.
Yeah, sure.
No secrets.
Oh, they get hot in gymnastics. I had my mom walk me down the aisle, and I made sure my dad's family didn't attend the wedding. I didn't explicitly disinvite my half-brother, but he stayed away from my wedding, and I'm actually glad he did not come. I don't think I want anything to do with them anymore. I've heard from the grapevine that my dad is on antidepressants nowadays. My grandma blames me for his depression.
It's not her fault.
Did I overreact?
Fucking bitch.
Did I overreact? I still don't want anything to do with it. My dad's family think I was and being cool to him.
Because how they've treated her and like she did favor them and those memories she's not cherishing at all. So she's just seeing it as like, hey,
It's all a lie.
This happened.
adult deceit. She's personalizing that.
Well, she didn't get to process it. It was 4 days before her wedding.
Right, so she's overreacting for that moment, and I think it was a little bit, like, it's pretty fucked up.
He got caught, though. I mean, he got caught, and then she's like, my wedding will be sullied by this shit. Like, my wedding will be...
It would, because it would be in the back of her mind.
No, you know why I don't think she's overreacting is because it's like... It's almost like that whole childhood was a lie, because the dad was okay with me believing that my mom is just a shitty person that's miserable all the time for no reason out of the blue and doesn't accept any responsibility, like, hey, I might have been the cause of your mom's problem or whatever. Like, I don't know. I feel like there should be...
But their affair turned like such a wonderful marriage.
Yeah, but it killed her mom's spirit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
completely, and turned her mom into the enemy.
That's what cheating can do to somebody.
I know.
Imagine you have a kid, you love that kid so much, and now they don't like you, they don't spend time with you.
That's
You already
fucking
broke him.
horrible, man. And it's your mom.
Yeah.
And they rather be with the one that fucking cheated on you.
Yeah.
At that point, I would have been, I'm bringing out the big guns. Your daddy's a fucking cheating son of a bitch.
It's not even cheating, because cheating I feel like is like a one-time thing. Maybe you got wrapped up or whatever. This is a fucking decade-long affair.
Smorgasbord.
I like smorgasbord.
And what's more fucked up that there's kids involved.
Is that like they started when the wife was pregnant.
That's what's fucked up.
I heard that happens a lot.
Before a whole family was started.
Yes.
Crazy.
And they keep referencing the affair around when she was born, when and what age she
my
was as a
God.
baby.
And how disrespectful is that shit? You're like at you're at their pre-wedding shit, and you're like, hey, remember when we were fucking? Isn't that fun? I mean, they didn't know anything. Isn't that fun? It's like nuts. Why?
Maybe it was because
I would try to repress that shit and not even bring it back up.
Right.
maybe because they're thinking about when the girl would like, oh my god, since she was this years old, like it was like before she was even born. Like you've known her all her life,
Right.
and she didn't even know that you knew her all her
Remember
life.
when she was 5 and we got caught?
Yuck.
And it's such a tainted way to get into a relationship.
Yuck.
Like, for me, when you get into things like that, it's never pure.
Thank you.
And something happens.
Someone's gonna find out. You might as well just say it in the beginning.
You will always have an underlying mistrust.
For sure. For sure.
And this was the curse.
For fucking sure, man.
The curse was your daughter found out the truth and now she turned on you.
Yep.
Oh man, that's
So who do you feel the worst for?
the dad.
The mom.
The mom.
I thought you would say that. Because he got caught, right?
Yeah.
I wish he got away with this scot-free.
I'm just kidding. No, it's
I feel bad for the daughter too, though.
Yeah.
Because it's like she was dragged into adult drama. I mean, luckily she wasn't dragged into it when she was a kid. Yeah, but she kind of did.
But
She was, because now she was living a lie.
Would have been more fucked up if she took the dad's money for the wedding and like.
She should have kept the fucking dad's money.
No, I would have returned the money. Like,
Why?
just to like have no ties
blood
whatsoever.
money. You don't want that blood money on your hand.
Like I paid for your wedding and you didn't invite me. No, fuck you. Here's your money back. I don't need you.
Would you have done that?
Like I deserve it. I'm your child.
Would you have done that?
Then what? Give back the money?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I would too.
I don't want your blood money. Get out of
You
here.
have too much pride. For me, I'm looking at it this way. I take that motherfucker's money. Now I got a discount. Now I got to use my money on buying a house. And guess what? You fucking owe me for all the lying.
Yep.
This is emotional. I could charge your ass more if you want to come back into my
You're gonna
life.
exploit him?
I will extort the fuck out of my dad.
Only even more.
My dad a dumbass the other day because I was like, you know what? Why the fuck did you pay off your debt?
Yeah.
You could have died with debt. It would have been cleared. You could have had something left for me and my brother.
What did he say?
He was like, no, it's better because if I pay for the debt now, you guys don't have to pay
Debt
for
gets
it.
inherited too. That's true.
Did he ever say, do you remember when you thought I was dead, LOL?
Huh?
Did he say, do you remember when you thought I was dead, LOL? For like a month?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, fuck, you still didn't die?
Oh,
Damn.
yeah, that's fucked up, man.
That's rough. But yeah, out of principle, I would not take it. I'm a very out of principle.
I don't
kind of
think I
man.
would either.
Yeah.
Like I do things sometimes just purely out of principle. I don't even want to do it.
I just feel bad.
But you don't think about the discount that you would save on your next mortgage?
The discount.
Well, you could apply that to your principal.